Good morning, good afternoon, good evening for wherever you are watching me from. It is morning here in southwestern Ontario. I am just a few minutes late as I was getting things organized. It was a busy weekend, so I wasn't quite organized for this morning, so I do apologize. Hello, this is Marcy Denning from Stampin' with Marcy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Canada, and I am so happy to be here with you this beautiful Monday morning to share some crafting inspiration with you to get you going through the week. Good morning, Jeannie. How are you? So please say hello when you pop in, and remember, sharing is caring. Please share my video. It's how I reach more crafty friends. So I just want to remind you that the Paper Pumpkin subscription period for next month is going on right now from September 11th to October the 10th. So it is going to be a holiday. You can tell just like that from that photo. It's going to be a holiday kit. So don't forget about that. You can subscribe right on my blog. I do have a link right there if you are in Canada to subscribe through me. Now, Stampin' Up! Has told us that there is an exciting 24-hour stamp sale coming up on September 23rd. So they've given us a heads up this year, which is woohoo! We've got time to plan and organize, and you have time to plan and organize because it is just 24 hours that the stamp sale is going on. And you're going to save 15% off of the stamps that will be listed. So I have quickly this morning printed out, and I will have a blog post today with all of this information. So look at all of these stamp sets that are going to be on sale for 15% off. Look at that. That is just awesome. So, I just wanted to make sure that you were aware. I will be, like I said, I will have a blog post and I will send out a newsletter because this is pretty important that I want you guys to be aware of. If there's something that's been on your wish list for a while, a stamp set or two, September 23rd is the time to pick it up. All right. So today we are using this fabulous paper pumpkin kit. I have a fun alternative card for you. How cute is this? Isn't this so fun? Now remember when I did my unboxing, I had shown these little punch outs and I said don't throw them out. Look at what I have done with them. Isn't that just so cute? So I have stamped my hat and colored it in, and then I have layered my flowers on top of those little punch outs, and it's just so cute, I think. And then of course I've got my little pumpkin on the inside. But yeah, a fun and simple card, and because I don't have any sentiment on here, this could easily be a hello card for anybody. All right, so can you see I have used the Tasteful Textile 3D embossing folder on here. As well, we have some of this fabulous metallic mesh ribbon. I really need to order some more of this because I know I'm going to get going through it. It is so much fun. All right, so let's get started here. All of the measurements will be up on a blog post later today. I have everything cut and ready to go here. Oh, no, I don't. I don't have my orange layer. And I put it away. You're going to have to excuse me for a moment while I was trying to clean everything up. I was crafting away last night, trying to clean up this morning, and I've put my pumpkin pie cardstock away. So I'm just putting it in my... Good morning, Tammy. I hope you're feeling better. So I'm just going to bring in my big shot. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, my pretty new machine. I almost called you another name. My Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And I'm just going to crank that through. Okay. So, yes, here I thought, oh, I've got everything organized and sort of tidied up. And here I tidied up too well because I see I don't have my pumpkin pie layer. So, I'm going to, oh, and I don't have my other black. That's for my inside. All right, hold one moment while I quickly grab my cardstock. All right, so I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer. And this is sitting on my desk. I'm not sure if this is the... No, that is... Okay, so I don't need that. It's this that I need. So we need this at 4 1/8. So I'm sliding my cardstock all the way over there. And then I need this to be 5 3/8. So there we go. It's Monday morning. What can I say? All right, let's just double check to make sure that we are going to be... All right, yes. Okay. Oh, a bad ulcer on your foot. Oh, that does not sound good, Tammy. Not at all. Okay, so we need to move this stuff out of the way. And because this is photopolymer, we're going to bring in our paper pierce mat because I've got my little pumpkin on the inside here. So I want to stamp him as well. Good morning, Marie. Yes, hopefully they can get you in and out and give you some relief. Okay, I'm just checking to make sure we don't have any cat hair on here. Oh, and I have some very big and exciting news now that they have told everybody else, I believe. So Thursday, I earned the incentive trip. I talked about this on Friday night, and thank you so much, everybody, for your support. I truly do appreciate it. Very, very exciting on Thursday for us here. Friday, Damon and Allie got the news that the offer they put in on a house right here in Strathroy was accepted. So they will be moving out of our basement in November, and I will get my office back as well. I won't be out here in the main area, which is fine. Allie was telling me this morning, she said that she was sure I would be so excited to get my office back because that is their bedroom at the moment. But I said, no, it didn't bother me. It's been 4 months now that they've been living with us, so I'm used to it. But yes, so that exciting thing happened on, am I in the way here? That happened on Friday. Allie wasn't even here when we got the call. She was at teaching boot camp in London, so Damon couldn't wait to tell her. All right, so we are done that. So very, very, very exciting. And then Saturday was Brad's birthday. So we have had 3 fabulous days in a row here at this house. So it was a very exciting but busy weekend. Okay, so you can see where some of this didn't stamp along the edge. So I'm taking my Stampin' Right marker, the black, and I am just going to go around here to trace, and there we have, there's no little lines on open lines there. It's all filled in. And then I have my basic black light for the flowers, because I found that depending on the pressure and how loaded up that stamp got, I had a dot or two. So I found that just by using my basic black Stampin' Blend right over top of the Memento ink, I was able to very carefully, you can see my flower now is filled in. So I'm going to do the exact same thing with this one here. There's always a crafty little way to just fix that little spot. Okay, I got it all, so you can actually color it all in. Being very careful not to go out. So there we have my witch's hat. All filled in nicely. All right, so now let's get to coloring. So I am using for my stem my light soft suede, and then I've got my light and dark old olive, my dark Highland heather for the purple, and of course for my pumpkin I've got my light and dark pumpkin pie. So let's start with this stem. Thank you, ladies. Yes, it is very, very exciting. They looked at quite a few homes, and this housing market, let's do both of these at the same time. This housing market is crazy right now, so it's very hard to find a nice first home at a reasonable price, because oh my goodness, the prices are just, I personally think that $500,000 for a house is crazy. For a first-time home buyer, like, I don't know who these people are that can afford it, but yeah, so I'm so happy for them to have their very first home. I'm just going in here with my dark pumpkin pie just to give a little along the veining, or sorry, old olive. I'm not coloring the leaves pumpkin pie, I'm coloring them old olive. So I've come in with the dark, and now I'm coming in with my light to go over. So I said to Damon and Allie, I call Christmas at your house this year. So I'm not one of those moms that insists that it be at my house every year. So if I can just bring stuff and help and go to their house for dinner, that is fabulous to me. All right, so those leaves are colored in. And let's do this one. Might as well get it all done at the same time. This has only got the one leaf. I have another, oh my goodness, fabulous alternative card that I will be shooting. I'll just be doing a video. I won't go live with it for you guys. Oh, I'm so excited for it as well. All right, so there we go. And now let's color in our pumpkin. Have you guys started decorating for fall yet? Do you have any pumpkins or anything like that on your porch? I haven't done anything in the house. That's pushing it. Brad would not be happy with me if I did that. But I've got my front porch done, as you have checked out what I had posted this weekend. That was fun. I'd never been to Heman's before. It was very fun. They have some beautiful things there and lots to choose from. And their mums, oh my goodness, their mums are so huge. All right, that pumpkin is done. Now let's do this one. This will take just a smidge more time because it is that much bigger. Now you could color this in all dark if you chose. Pumpkins come in all different colors. I got a flat white one from Heman's. That was really cool. They had really cool ones that they were kind of a pinky blush color, and then they had this looked like a growth all over it that was made it look so super cool. So I don't want too much light on there, so that's why I've colored in quite a bit of the dark. And so now I'm just going to be going over to give those highlighted kind of areas. Blending that out. I still have to vacuum out my back of my vehicle because of the hay bale, because it was included in the porch package and I didn't have any plastic down. Silly me. So the back of my vehicle is just covered in bits of the hay. That will be on this afternoon's job. And there we go. So let's move these out of the way. Now I don't want my pumpkin floating there, so I'm taking my light crumb cake and I'm just gonna give it a bit of a shadowy base to sit on there. Go over just a bit there. You can do whatever you like, but I like to have that little bit of shadow so that it's not sitting, or floating, I should say. All right, so now my hat. Hello, Sue. Hello, Debbie. Thank you for joining me. I wasn't looking up when I was, when I'm coloring here, so. All right, I tried going, my original, I tried with my light Highland heather, but oops, I think that should have been orangey there, but oh well. I didn't like the way the light Highland heather looked. I hope that next year Stampin' Up! Gives us a gorgeous grape Stampin' Blend. I keep saying that. Because that would be a fabulous Halloween color to work with. That bright, vibrant purple. This is kind of tricky in this area, because you don't want purple on the pumpkin or to bleed out on the leaves or anything like that. Now, if you wanted, you could come through here later on after it was dry to add a little bit more color so that it's a little deeper. But I think this is good enough for me. All right, so, oh, right in here, I'm going to say that there was a titch, just a titch of the... All right, so here we've got our colored in hat. Hello, Brenda, how are you? Thank you for joining today. All right, so let's get this assembled. All right, I need a boned folder. All right, so my base is my basic black, and it is 4 1/4 by 11. Scored at 5 1/2. And let's bring in my glue. And let's bring in the card here. I've got so much stuff everywhere. All right, so we want to put this in the inside. Yes, Damon and Allie are so very excited. They went shopping yesterday, even though they don't get possession until November. But they went shopping yesterday so that there were sales on, so that they could buy some more furniture for the basement and that. So So, very fun and exciting times ahead for them. Although it's been a long time since Damon has had to shovel every morning, and now that he is going to be a homeowner, he's going to have to get used to that, he and Allie, whoever's up first and out the door. Because coming from an apartment, they don't have to do any of that maintenance. All right, so I'm just adhering all my layers here. All right. This, my hat. And I die cut these with the stitched shapes and then my layering squares. And then see, this is looking, if you can see how my original here is a little darker. So what I was saying is you can come in, and if you waited until that first layer was dry, you're not going to get that oversaturation bleeding. And you can just come in and add that next layer of color to deepen it. Just around like this. But if you were to do it all at once, you're laying down too much color and it will bleed because it's so saturated. Now can you see you can see the difference between the underneath part of the hat and there on that brim. So, okay, so we need to open up our box here. And we need to pop out 1, 2, and 3 littles. Okay, and then we need to take one of these, and we need to pop out 1, 2, and 3 of those. Okay, move that to the side. All right, so so then what I did was, I need to glue this down. And I'm just centering this on that card base. All right, so I am just going to take my ribbon scissors here, and I just laid it down, and I snipped it off. It's okay if it hangs out a bit. It just adds that little bit to it, I think. All right, so I'm just going to guesstimate where I'm going to want it, because I know I need to have enough room for my diamond pop-outs here. So I think that's pretty good right there. So what I'm going to do is, I now know I need a little bit of adhesive right there. So I'm taking my Seal Plus, and I'm just going to go two little lines there. Put that lid back on. And then I'm just going to lay this over top. And just before I push it down, I'm just going to lay that to make sure. And yes, I'm good. So now I can stick that down. And that's going to adhere to that. And then I'm going to use my black dimensionals, my fun black ones here. So because we have them, and black on black, why not? If we don't keep using them, Stampin' Up! Will take it away from us because it's not selling. So we need to make sure that we are using all of these fabulous things so that they don't get retired. And I really enjoy having the black dimensionals for the dark cardstock, so that it's not, when you look at it from the side view, you're not seeing that stark white. Good morning, Judy. How are you today? All right, so we are just going to center that so that we've got around about the same amount of that ribbon. Okay, and give that a press. All right, so the way I put this on, it's a little bit of eyeballing. So I put the first one on first, and then I just kind of guesstimated so that it would be about the same distance and height. So I want my first one to be right in the center. So I'm going to use my take your pick, the putty end, and I'm just going to give this a little bit of glue. You can see I've only got just a tiny bit of glue on there, and I'm gonna put that down and making sure it's straight. I think it needs to just be the thing with liquid glue. You can give it a little bit of a push to get it into that position you want. And then you go from there with the spacing, whoops, of the other two. Once you get that first one in, the important thing is to get that first one in so that you know exactly where you're going to go. So I think that looks pretty good. All right, another little dots there. And then scooch that over just slightly. Make sure it's fairly centered. And I'm looking sideways here to make sure that it's round about, it does not need to be perfect, but round about the same distance from the bottom. All right, and now we need our little dimensionals here. So they are the perfect size for these little black flowers. So, because I had my nails cut right back, it's harder to pick up things, I'm finding. So I'm using my take your pick tool. I'm just with the pokey doodle end, just putting it in there, 2 and 3, because I wanted these popped up. And then pull the backings off so that they're ready to go. All right, so what I'm doing is I want my center of that flower to be about center with these here, the two points on the sides. So if I eyeball it that way, and I don't want all of these, the long parts of the flower, I don't want them going all the exact same direction. So I'm turning that flower so that it's going a bit of a different direction so that it doesn't look all uniform. So there we go. And then you know how I like to use a bit of glue for my embellishments. So I'm going to go in here and give them each a dot of the glue. And then I've got my rhinestones here. And add 3 rhinestones. And I tried to put the rhinestones on the flowers on the hat, but this flower here is too tiny. So what I did was I took my Wink of Stella and I just colored in the centers, gave them a little bit so they would still sparkle but not take away from the hat, because especially like this one and this one here are so tiny that it adds that little bit to the card without being overpowering. Okay, hello Debbie, thank you for joining us this morning. And there are my cards. Super easy, fun and cute, and ready to pop in the mail to say hello to a friend. So I'm just looking for questions, if anybody had any questions or anything like that. Thank you, Jeannie. And thank you for the hearts. I appreciate that. So take out your paper pumpkin kit and look at the different elements to see what can you do with them. A different way to use them, and using up all of your parts like I did with the little punch outs, because it's already decorated. It's a decorative element for your card right off the get-go. So yeah. So that will be all for me today. Don't forget about the sale on the 23rd. Like I said, I will be sending out a newsletter in a little while today. This afternoon it'll go out. So it'll have the entire list. So yes, I have 3 more paper pumpkin kits. So if you would like this kit, if you're local to me and want to pick it up, porch pickup, then it's easy peasy. Otherwise, you'd have to pay more for me to ship it to you. But message me. I've got 3 kits. That is, Tammy, that is the metallic mesh ribbon. It is in the Magic in This Night suite. So you can color this as well. It's very, very fine and so easy to add to a project. Just adds that little bit, because before I pulled it out, I thought it's a little flat. My card front up there, it needed something, and I didn't want to add more rhinestones up and about there. So I thought, what do I have that's sparkly? And that just adds so much to it. Tammy, you'd like a kit? Okay, I'll put one aside for you. You got a foreign language stamp set in your paper pumpkin. So you don't have the witch's hat in the stamp. That's weird. Yeah, that's too bad. That witch's hat is so cute. What did I do with here? Yeah, so yeah, it is so cute, that witch's hat with that stamp, and then this nice big pumpkin, and then you can see the pumpkin face. Mine is not on here because I was using it last night. So yes. All right. So that is all for me today. I will be back on Wednesday. I hope you liked today's card and it has inspired you to pull out that yeah, you'll have to call and see. Yes, Stampin' Up is so good about fixing issues, so I'm sure they'll be able to do something for you. Yeah, that's too bad. Do the leaf stamp set, do those leaves stamp on the cutouts? I don't, these are pretty tiny, whereas are you talking about the cutouts that the laser cut just rifling through my box here to find where they are. Yeah, there's so many elements in this box. It's really awesome. So these here, these are so much bigger. You can see, if that's what you're talking about, you can see that that's the size there, right over top. That's not even close. These are so much bigger than this little stamp. I think that is all the questions. I think I've answered everybody. So I am going to sign off. So again, thank you so much for joining me today. Remember to shop my online store, and remember, until September 30th, I have the every $40 before shipping and tax. Your name goes into a draw for the new Stampin' Cut Emboss machine. I'll be going live on October the 1st to do a draw for that, and look for that stamp sale email later today, and I will have it up on my blog later today as well, to go through and check off, take a look and see what stamp sets are going to be on sale that maybe have been on your wish list, because September 23rd is right around the corner. That's the Wednesday. So yes. All right, that is it for me today. Thank you so much, everybody, and I will see you on Wednesday. Have a fabulous Monday. Bye for now.